You know how the Class 12 board exam was the milestone of your childhood? This may soon become a thing of the past because the Class 12 board result will soon not matter anymore, with the government planning centralized exams like the Common University Entrance Test or CUET. So, what is the Common University Entrance Test and what are the arguments for and against CUET? Let me explain. The University Grants Commission recently announced that all central universities will have to conduct admissions to undergraduate programs based on the Common University Entrance Test. This will come into effect from the next academic year, that is 2022-23. So what is CUET? But before I dive into that, I just want to quickly remind you that journalism like this takes a lot of time, effort and resources. We can't continue to do this without your support. So do become a member of the News Minute today. The link is in the description below. And to catch every episode of Let Me Explain, which comes out every week, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. CUET is a computer-based exam spread over a few hours. It will be conducted in 13 languages including Tamil, Telugu, Kannada and Malayalam. Its format is multiple choice questions. The exam has been split into 3 sections. The first is a 2-part language test. The second is domain specific. A candidate can choose a maximum of 6 out of the 27 subjects on offer, from accounts and biology to computer science and performing arts. The third is a general test, where general knowledge and basic math and logical and analytical reasoning are tested. Now, CUET will be conducted by the National Testing Agency, which also conducts the Joint Entrance Examination for technical courses and the National Eligibility cum Entrance Test for medical admissions. The UGC chairperson Jagdish Kumar said that it will be mandatory for 45 central universities to admit students into UG courses based on their CUET scores. This means that admission into prominent universities like Delhi University, JNU, institutions like Jamia Millia Islamia, among others, will be on the basis of CUET. Class 12 marks will have no weightage in admissions to these central universities. As a consequence, the board exam has been made irrelevant by common entrance exams. Now let me break down the arguments for and against CUET. Those in favor of CUET argue that common entrance exams create a level playing field. They say that there's too much variation in how marks are awarded across the various state boards in India. As a result, students from some boards which are liberal in their evaluation tend to be an advantage because many colleges have high cutoff marks. There are 2 counter-arguments to this by those against CUET. 1. CUET is based on the NCERT syllabus, which is mostly followed by CBSE schools. So the exam would in fact give CBSE students an edge. 2. Common entrance exams cause coaching centers to flourish. And we've seen this in the case of JEE and NEET. Only those who can afford to pay for coaching classes end up getting a college seat. For example, only 2% of students from Tamil Nadu cleared the NEET exam in 2019 without private coaching. So far from creating a level playing field, CUET would only make admissions more unequal, putting at a disadvantage underprivileged students who cannot afford to pay for coaching classes. Some policy experts argue that the solution to different boards is not one common entrance exam, but is instead to adopt the method of normalization, where the highest marks in a subject from one board is equated with the highest marks obtained in the same subject from another board. The second argument for CUET is that one exam, as opposed to multiple entrance tests, will reduce the burden of both students and universities. And this is an argument that the National Education Policy 2020 makes. In fact, it was the NEP that first proposed, and I quote, a high-quality common aptitude test by the National Testing Agency. Those against CUET point out that it does not ensure quality because the multiple choice question format promotes rote learning. They also argue that multiple choice questions kill critical thinking and have no way to assess a student's creativity. The third argument that those in favor of CUET cite is that it will help curb corruption in university admissions. Now, this was the same argument put forward for NEET, but as we know, NEET has failed to address irregularities in medical admission. Over the years, several cases of fraud and impersonation have come to light. For now, CUET has been made mandatory only for these 45 central universities. But given that the University Grants Commission has written to state and private universities to adopt the common entrance test, the fear that this could become the norm is legitimate. After all, for the Modi government, CUET is just one more way to centralize education in India, curtailing the autonomy of universities and of states. What issue would you like us to delve into in the next episode of Let Me Explain? Tell us in the comments. Also, don't forget to check out the other episodes of Let Me Explain. The playlist link is in the description. And as always, if you've liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends.